I say? We all know that it takes more than any one person in this room to accomplish some of these projects. The obstacles are overwhelming sometimes, very aggravating. There's sleepless nights. But one thing I can say after 40 years, it's been a lot of fun. We have discovered things that have been hidden to our knowledge and history under floorboards, under eaves and awnings and porches. We've established new construction techniques. We're also applying pioneer building construction techniques into our modern state-of-the-art earth-friendly buildings. They knew what to do, and we do the same. It's low-tech. I'd like to thank the Utah Heritage Foundation. Look at this wonderful meal and all these wonderful people here. I know several of you. In fact, as we were going through the pictures up there, I saw the Grafton Schoolhouse, the American Can Company. There were quite a few buildings. In fact, you just saw two. There's another one, there's another one, there's another one. But it's been fun. One of the neatest things about working with a broad span of historical masonry is that each individual community, isolated from the others in the pioneer days, had difficulty locating materials, so they took the best they could. Sometimes the bricks were that big, sometimes they were that big, sometimes they were red, sometimes they were yellow. We had to locate these quarries. We had to find where the pioneers were. We had to literature, research. All the local DUP had some bricks in somebody's backyard that we could use. But because Utah is so in tune with historical preservation, we always manage to get every single item we need. It's been an incredible journey, and I don't plan on going anywhere. It's an honor and a privilege to be here, of course, and to be involved in the whole process. In 2008, I came to receive my 4th award from the Utah Heritage Foundation. And I came early, and all the tables were empty. So I set my little program down and pulled a chair back, thinking that might reserve me a seat. And I went out to look at Salt Lake City and view the valley. I went to high school here many, many years ago. I think it's been about 15 years. And so I do remember a little bit of the town. But when I came back in, the room was full of people, but I noticed my seat was still open. And I said to myself, well, that's nice. I sit down, and all of a sudden I realize the man sitting next to me is the man who's getting the Lifetime Achievement Award. And I looked it over at Robert Bliss, and I said, Robert, do you think this will rub off on me? Look. So, sit near me. What that really exemplifies is, you are who you hang out with, birds of a feather flock together, etc., etc. So as we attend these meetings and go through these long, prolonged processes like Irontown and things that we've done in the past, we have to be together. We have to be in harmony. And to those folks who look at an old building and say it's time to bulldoze it, I say, get out of my way. I've got work to do. Special thanks to my daughter, my secretary, Cameron, social influencer, etc., etc. She kind of keeps the things going on the farm. We have a nice little farm in Southern California, in Southern Utah. Now, I'd like to ask some participation from you folks, just for 10 seconds of your life. I'd like you to come along with me on a little journey. If you could think for 10 seconds, who influenced your life, made a great change? Every time you think about them, their name comes to mind, and you're so thankful. And I'll keep track of the time. And I know each and every one of you have at least one person that made you who you are today. So let's take that 8-10 seconds and think about that in silence, okay? You want to do that for me? It was my 8th grade teacher. And others, that's my biggest influence. Now Now these are the people that have helped you in times of need, helped you become who you are, and have wished the best for you in your life. Now whoever it is you were thinking about at that time, they would be so happy to hear that you were thinking that they made an important contribution to who you are today. Now the story here isn't about the people that are encouraging you. It goes the other way. Maybe you will be the person that someday someone will look back and say, that guy changed my life, or that lady changed my life. Okay? I think we're along on that one. To close it out, well, let's go for a second here about how much this means to us as a people. The biblical spirit of Elijah makes a comment in the biblical, in the Bible. And I'm going to paraphrase because I have a lousy memory. But it's called bringing the hearts of the fathers to the children, and the hearts unto the and the hearts of the children unto the fathers. Now here's the big line. Lest the whole world be smitten with a curse. I think we're seeing that. Let's avoid that. Let's start doing the right. Let's start getting together and keep going like we are. I think the work we do when we take these historical structures back in time is reclaiming our past, much as the spirit of Elijah, much as genealogy, much as many of those things that bring our families together. Each project becomes a standing monument for others to see and others to recognize, so we don't forget our past and we don't repeat it. To me, preserving heritage is a sacred trust. This is a no mess around work. The families that are involved. I get on a building and I have families coming to me, oh, my grandfather did this, my mother was born there, oh, it's so wonderful, and it's such an uplifting industry. It gives measure to our creativity, our heritage, our humanity, and our respect